Yeah. Chillin' with my kids, count cake. We done made it from the apartments to the house to the lake. God is all of my plans, that's the water. God is all of my. Chillin' with my kids, count cake. We done made it from the apartments to the house to the lake.
A bit of a thing with the setup right now. So just want to say I appreciate everybody that pulled up. Got the guys in town celebrating Leo's birthday. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Brandon.
As we still set up a little bit.
Yeah. Still setting up. You know, I mean, I just wanted the organic, authentic vibes. You know, holla at y'all real quick. I appreciate my brothers.
Got a lot of followers popping. My apologies.
Yeah. A lot of that is going on right now. But luckily, we got some new equipment. So we're actually able to adjust the audio levels. We got everybody hooked up to their own mic, XLR. I'm able to do this now, y'all. So if y'all know where we came from, just stay tuned because we got more on the way. But like I said, we got the guys in town. Got Mitchell, got Will, got that fly guy Ty.
Camera.
Usual suspects. And you know, of course, I'm your host, Tor'i Bionic Brooks. Welcome back to Talk That Talk, or T3. I'm your host. But yeah, real quick, brief overview. We just got done with an amazing weekend. Yeah, I mean,
It'd be like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It just never really caught on. I thought it was going to. But yeah, I'm happy to have all the guys in the building. But yeah, what's going on? We get some social content. We
like get behind the camera and all that.
Yeah, all that. We getting all that. We getting some BTS. We doing a lot. I'm very grateful. This is a very special episode for me personally. I'm very grateful to have my guys from Grand Rapids, Michigan in the building. 616 stand up. Show you right. I got my guy Mitchell in the building.
What up?
First time on the podcast. Entrepreneur, amazing guy. He does a little bit of everything, but he can probably say that a little bit better than myself. But I can let y'all know that I've been around this guy, and his work ethic has been something that definitely I admire. He is a entrepreneur, couple of businesses that he owns, and he works around the clock nonstop. We've been on vacation. We've been having a great time. You're in sunny California, and you're picking up the laptop. You're getting things going. You're directing guys, handling the media, all that good stuff. But like, go ahead and let my viewers and the audience know a little bit more about yourself.
Well, you know, I'm so busy, you know, making a killing out here. I own a tattoo shop with my buddy Deli, amazing artist.
Yes.
He did this one right here.
Yes.
And he did all of Will's over there on his arm and his leg, which you can't see, but had that for about 3 years. Had a music distribution company that I'm currently running named Audio Wonder, and basically just putting the power back in the artists, you know, making sure they're paid fairly, you know, putting their music out on Spotify.
Yes.
You know, like the margins are already so small.
Exactly.
So we got to make sure that everybody's getting what they're deserving.
Yo, see, I'm telling y'all need to hear and listen to a lot of what Mitchell has to say and offer. Like I said, as an entrepreneur and a business owner, it's not easy. He's doing all this while being a father, proud father. Shout out to Mitchell.
That's the best part, actually. Yeah, my little boy.
Yeah. Come on, man.
That's what I am first.
Yes, that first,
that
man.
first,
yes. I admire to be, or I aspire to be as good of a father as Mitchell. He's been on the phone with his son while he's been away making that
Gotta
time.
show him how lit it is out here. Like, you see where I'm at? You see where I'm at?
Experiencing it with you. And then, of course, y'all know that guy, Elmatic Will, or Will Urena. He's been on.
Formerly known.
Hey. Okay. What you go as?
Will, just Will. Straight through.
Yeah.
He's got the Beyonce treatment. It's just Will now.
Straight Will.
Wait, yeah. I mean, did I say something wrong? I said the last name. Is that where I should have stopped?
No, the last name is cool because you could say it.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad. We got Will just straight through. But no, y'all been familiar with this guy before. He's been on the podcast. But Will, man, go ahead and let the people know what you've been up to. What's going on? How's your life, man?
Man, you already know I'm back down in Florida doing real estate, slinging homes, doing
I like
rentals. All my grind locked in, working out, you know, just having fun, living life.
Yeah, hey, we had the best time celebrating your birthday, man. I want to say thank you for pulling that together. Pulling together such a great group of guys, people from all different walks of life. We're talking, entertainment background, music, television, fitness, real estate, marketing, you name it. We had a DJ in the building. It was so many different people around, and it was a great opportunity to network and be around good people because for myself, it's not a lot of opportunities that we get to be around like-minded people and, for a good cause, right? And then, you guys know the co-host, of course, that fly guy, Ty. What's going on, my God?
You hear me? You hear me? Hey. Y'all know what it is, man. That fly guy, Ty, Coach Ty, the one and only. Man, I'm vibing. I'm kicking it, Was a great weekend. An absolute great weekend. Love to get out and fellowship with the guys, man. Be around good company. Eat some good food. You know what I mean? Catch some good vibes. Definitely went up on Friday night. Had a good time. Got to experience San Diego. For the first time. Got to
Sunny San Diego.
Yes. Shout out to San Diego.
Got to move around and see the town. I think we got around downtown. We went to, where was it? Little Italy or something like that?
Little Italy, Beach.
Yeah.
All the staple spots.
La Jolla, La Jolla,
La Jolla.
La Jolla.
No, La Jolla.
La Jolla.
Isn't it La Jolla? We all messed up. Holla. Right. We was in La Jolla. So, yeah, just got to check out some good scenery, some good vibes. San Diego has a lot to offer. Went ahead and took the train down there. You know what I mean? That was a vibe, too. No harm, no foul in doing that. You said, will I be back? I'm actually thinking about doing it a lot more often.
A lot more often.
Yeah, the train.
What inspired you, bro?
The train. That train made everything. So,
was it
makes
only
it
the train?
Easy. It makes it plush. I mean, obviously.
Was it the love you received?
I mean, all of it.
Yo, if y'all didn't know, Talk That Talk listeners, that fly guy Ty got motion.
Yeah, I got motion.
I saw him first.
He got motion.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get my mojo back, man. You know what I mean? Like my guy Austin Powers, man. I got that good mojo, man. Just trying to get it back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For sure. I was outside.
Back
And
outside.
I definitely had motion.
Yo, since it's this very special podcast, we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to let my guests lead this podcast. The first, I'm going to start with Ty. Could you fill the viewers in on what this episode is going to be about?
Man, so we are going to, take it back to the childhood, take it back to when everything was fun. We had to think too much about nothing, getting yelled at to clean our bedrooms and all that good stuff. Back in the day, I know everybody at some point in time touched the video game system, whether it be, we can go all the way back Atari, Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, the works, I'm sure at some point in time, whether you owned the system or had a friend who had a system, you got to experience playing a game at some point in time. So, today we're going to talk about some video games, some entertainment from
back in the day, what we grew up doing, right? So Ty set the scene perfectly. Just want to go around and what was your first experience with a video game? Do y'all remember? What was your first video game?
With a video game?
Yeah.
I think so. In the DR, I don't know what they're called. We used to have these little pocket things. I don't even know if this is a video game, but it was just some sort of a game. These little pocket things that were like keychains. And you would have the Tamagotchi. You would have to take it out. You had to feed it. It was just like having your own pet, but digital.
Mm-hmm.
You had to keep it in your pocket. You had to remember to feed it, take it out. If you didn't do those things, your little pet died.
Man.
Your little pet died. So that was the very first.
Right? Straight off rip.
That was the very first thing that I feel like was in the gaming world that I got a hold of.
So a Tamagotchi.
I didn't even know that's what it was called.
So that's so your first gaming experience was with the Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi, yeah. Learning the basics on how to take care of a pet.
Okay.
Tamagotchi pet.
So what was your first experience with like a video game console?
Video game. Oh man. Back in the DR, you already know.
Back in the DR. Shout out to the DR, man.
It was Nintendo, and it was the shooting game,
The
shooting
duck hunt?
ducks.
Hey.
Oh, Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt.
Duck hunt. Yep, I was
Okay.
doing that. That was my first. I think the first experience I remember was that.
And what console was that on? Do you remember?
Nintendo?
Was it the Nintendo or was it the Super Nintendo?
Not the Super. It was definitely not the Super.
The OG. So you
OG.
an
He knows
OG gamer.
that.
I'm an
He
OG.
knows
I
his
am.
stuff.
Just
bro.
turned 32 years old. I am OG.
All right, Unc.
Big 3-2. Okay, you're right. That's good. Welcome down status.
Will.
Mitchell, what was your first experience with like a video game system or console or a Tamagotchi?
I did have one of those.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
shout
yeah,
to
I
the
do remember that. I
Tamagotchi.
remember
It did
it was,
their thing.
it was purple. It was see-through. I remember that. You don't remember everything in the 2000s was see-through and everything?
Yes.
I got a PlayStation 1, I think, one year for Christmas. That was like my gift. And I was like, I think Star Wars had just came out because that was like one of the OG games I had with it, like the Phantom Menace, I think it was. Yeah.
Nice.
And I was addicted to it.
Addicted.
My mom would be screaming at me. I can't even hear her. Like, I was just playing the game.
Right,
You know?
right.
What age?
I don't know. It's had to be like 99, like 99 or 2000. I was born in 2004. Or
Okay.
wait, 1994.
That's where I was
That's
saying
10 years of my life.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm 20.
Years off.
They get on me for that.
Yeah, I'm 20. You know, still got a lot to do. No, 1994. So I was probably like 6 or 7. You know, and yeah, it was cool. You know, like I didn't live around a lot of people, so it was like really, really fun to just like zero into it. You know, and just play for hours.
Man, and what game was your first
What was
game?
that? Like a lot of racing games, like a lot of like
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed, and just like even like the dirt bike games and stuff like
Okay.
that. Like I loved doing those. And what else? Pac-Man. Just playing Pac-Man like crazy.
Okay.
Even though I sucked at it and it was hard. I could never pass it. I was pissed.
Man, right?
Yeah.
But you can pass Pac-Man?
Well, like you know, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
levels.
you can level
past
up. You can level
yeah.
up.
levels.
You can level
Get
up
harder.
for
All that,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
okay.
And
I
Todd,
know you
do
got
you
it.
remember your first experience with a video
Man,
game?
I was over here searching my brain like which one was first. I don't even remember which one was first, but I guess the biggest one that sticks out to me was, man, like we used to go to Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they used to have a
my
Ninja
goodness.
Turtle joint.
Talk about it.
Oh,
Bro,
man.
the line used to be long. We used to try to stay on that
Go ahead.
mug forever. You
Yeah.
sit there with your cup of coins
Yeah.
and your crew, and you like, we ain't moving. Everybody
Locked
be
down
like,
all four
yup,
spots.
locked down all 4 spots, and we was doing it. We was running it for sure. So I think my first like real like love for gaming or like me really playing video games, I think it came sometime like around Chuck E. Cheese for sure. So I mean, I
Chuck
don't remember
E.
how old
Cheese
I was,
days.
but yeah, Chuck E. Cheese days for sure.
That's-
Original Chuck E. Cheese. The
OG.
pizza was smacking.
And Chucky, he ain't look so crazy.
Exactly. I was just about to say the characters
He
didn't
look
look so
so
wild.
crazy.
Chucky was still chubby?
Yeah.
He was still eating the pizza?
Man, I hear you on that because one of my first few memories and experiences with video games started off in arcades. So it started off with things like that. So like later in my adolescent years, maybe like middle school and junior high, we went to Peter Piper.
Oh yeah,
Pizza.
Peter Piper pizza.
And we used to do it, exactly
Yes,
what you
sir.
described there. So like I remember those. Those are some of my fondest memories. I used to go, to a laundromat up the road in Saginaw from where I lived, and the only time I could play a video game was sometimes on an arcade, the Pac-Man at the laundromat with my mom. But my first experiences that I can remember that really got me addicted to gaming. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like gaming is just one of those things that like I am going to do forever. I got a whole room where I'm gaming, a PC setup, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, like an Xbox over there, like a lot of different things.
yeah.
Like I'm a gamer, bro.
Yes,
like
sir.
I'm a
Yes,
gamer.
sir.
But it had to be a Super Nintendo. Like
Yes.
that was the
Yes.
first system that we got in the house. I can't tell you what game it was that we got first, but we had Mortal Kombat.
Absolutely.
We had Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario World. I think that's what it was at the time. And those are the two that I remember like first.
Yeah.
Like we played nonstop. A OG fighting game of Mortal Kombat, testing your might,
Yeah.
tapping that
Hey,
joint as
hey,
fast as hard as we
rubbing my
could.
fingers like,
You know what I mean? And then Super Mario, we used to play it out for hours. So that's my first memory with video games. And You know, I played so many different video games. Like, we used to rent back in the day. We used to rent video games from Blockbuster.
Blockbuster,
Yeah, same.
Video Master. Yup, you go up in there, go to that gaming section. When the new game came out, oh man,
We used to get the system though. Like, we rented the whole PlayStation one time.
shit.
We legit like a second
I need the
back in the
system
day.
too.
We rented the whole PlayStation system and played like SXX Tricky, SX Tricky or something like that. The snowboarding game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I used to love that game too. And I can go on for days on video games, but it's a really exciting time right now for video game lovers, and I know you guys came here for this specifically. There's a lot of sports video games that have come out recently, and some that have just taken the market by storm. One went away for a while, and now made a comeback, the resurgence of NCAA football, college football.
Hey.
College football is officially back. NCAA just came out, so we got that. Madden just released. NBA 2K25 is on the way.
Yes, sir.
This is a good time to be a sports gamer. But hey, what was the first ever sports game you ever played? Have you guys ever played any sports games? What was the first sports game that y'all played?
MLB Live.
Ooh,
okay.
what year do you know?
I don't remember. It
MLB
had to be
Live.
one of the earlier years, probably 05, something like that. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
You remember?
I think it was. I don't know what year it was. I think it was like 2007, 2008 on the 360 football. I don't know. I can't remember. I remember I was ass at it though.
I hear that.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Like,
was tough.
And it's crazy because it looks so easy. You
Right.
know what I mean? It looks so easy when you're watching somebody else play,
Yep.
and then you jump on the sticks and you get your
I feel
ass
that.
whooped.
Right?
I feel that.
Oh man, for me, it would be between a game like whichever came first. It was either Blitz or NBA Jam.
Okay.
I believe one of
NFL
the two.
Blitz?
NFL Blitz.
That was
Oh,
one. That was one of them
or,
ones.
or NBA Jam. I think NBA Jam came
That
first.
was one of them
that was
ones,
probably
so
the
your
first
names
one.
was-
But Blitz, whoa, that was the truth.
Man, the first sports game that I played ever would have to be the Bulls versus the Blazers. I don't know if you guys ever remember that game, but there was a basketball game back in the 90s that only allowed you to play with the
I
Bulls
remember. I think I
or the
remember.
Blazers, right? Because that was the teams that played in the championship that year. And what made it crazy about that game is you couldn't even play with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wasn't on the Bulls. Like, Michael Jordan stayed off of the Bulls, and it's like, bro, like, what am I doing? I was playing with random people, and yeah, that was probably the most frustrating hoop experience for me playing video games back in the day. Because I got that game thinking I was gonna be able to play with Michael Jordan, and I wasn't able to. So it was either that game or like I mentioned, SX Tricky.
SSX, mhm.
Yeah. I played that game pretty early in my, or was it Cool Borders? I think it was Cool Borders, low key. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that game, but it was a
I kinda
snowboarding game
do.
called Cool Borders back in the
I
90s.
think I kinda
And that
do.
was actually the game, not the
Yeah,
tricky
that
game.
came later.
Yeah, that came a little bit later. So I talked about it a little bit. EA just brought back NCAA football.
Big
Well, I
sir.
know you're excited about this. Who are you playing with in NCAA football?
Come on, man. It's not even a question. Who's supposed to win the national championship this year?
Should I do it for you?
Does everybody have the right answer?
Refuse.
Who's the
I mean, you know what I mean? Well, we friends, you know what I'm saying? So I go ahead and, you know what I mean? The O.
The
You know what
O.
I'm saying? The O.
Ohio State. I'm going with Ohio State every single
Stop the
time.
cap, huh?
Ohio State.
Man.
That would be my
That boy
team,
is
my
a
go-to
ride or
team.
die.
I mean, I'll dabble with some other teams, but my go-to if it's a must-win match, I'm going Ohio State.
Okay. No, they really
Loaded.
Like that. They really like that. Mitchell, I see you got a UCLA hat on. Do you have like a college team that you like or a college that you prefer?
You know, that hat, I got it off Urban. I just like the way it looks. You know,
shout out to UCLA.
but I love LA
Right,
too.
the
Like, let's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my boy affiliated.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
shout out to the Bruins always.
Yeah. I don't know. As far as teams, I would just keep it, homegrown no matter what it
Yeah.
is. Just
love
Michigan,
that.
Michigan all
Love
the way.
that.
Okay,
you know?
Michigan, go
Oh,
blue.
okay.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So it is blue.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's got to be.
Wait,
like,
but your
you're not a
sister goes to
Spartan.
Michigan State.
Yeah, okay, there we
I
go.
know, and I love Michigan State. I loved partying there.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
but like, I think I was just brainwashed because my dad loved Michigan. So
Okay.
it's like, you know, just I gotta do it for you, man. Like,
Okay,
you know what I
feel
mean?
that. I feel that. And Ty, who would you play with on NCAA football if you were to play? Are you an NCAA football guy? I don't
So,
think you played
I
football
did.
games.
I
bro.
did. I
Do you?
used to
Okay,
play
bro.
back in the day. See,
Okay.
my Uncle Tiger, you know what I'm saying? Let me slow down. First of all, for those who didn't know, football was my first love.
Oh wow!
That
okay.
was my first love.
Okay,
The first, ball I picked up, all sports equipment I picked up was a football.
Okay.
And loved it. Die hard. I was really good at it. Was making my way through the ranks.
What happened?
Went ahead and made that transition in high school to pick up a basketball. So, football being my first love, yes, I was playing NCAA. Now, back when they ain't had no names and it was just numbers on their jerseys, I wasn't really too concerned about who was playing. I always went with the coldest jerseys.
Okay. Keep it a buck.
Oregon used to have the coldest jerseys. I used to rock with them Ducks, man.
They really did.
Oregon always had the hey, listen.
cold jerseys.
So I used to just rock with whoever had them cold jerseys, man, back in the day. But I used to play. I played Madden too. Shoot, a little bit of everything.
Okay. So,
Absolutely.
So who you gonna play with now?
Man, again, whoever got the coldest jerseys, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Oh my god.
Whoever got the coldest jerseys, I will probably rock with you, and I'm still gonna.
That's
be
a
good.
lot of teams now.
Oh well,
Everybody got some cold joints.
I guess we gonna be.
So
I love
you
it.
you playing with Maryland? They got
cold
coach. They
jerseys?
do. They got cold
They try-
alternatives. I don't know.
Oh, you ain't gonna speak on that.
You know we know when you say it like that.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah. Whoever got the coldest jerseys, man, to me for real. But yeah, I mean for real, I'm a Michigan guy too, but I'm gonna play with them Sparties. You know what I'm saying? Just because I got some loyalty to them Sparties.
Go green.
You know what I mean? I got loyalty to the Sparties, but since being over here in California, I do show some love to the Wolverines for sure. Absolutely.
Okay, I feel that. I mean, I definitely if I'm going off of who my college team is the Michigan State Spartans. So I definitely gonna pick up the Michigan State Spartans in any game that's college football, college basketball related. I'm definitely gonna rock with them. But if I'm going, off of jerseys or offense or something like that, man, that's a tough one. I mean, I feel like Bama always got a tough team.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm playing the game, I'm playing the game to win. I'm not gonna play the game with
no loyalty.
No,
just
I'm
what
about to take an L. So you gotta be strategic when it comes to picking a team in NCAA football. Because I've seen videos online everywhere. People can't wait to clown you. They can't wait to say I dropped him off in NCAA football. It's been away for a while. So if I'm gonna pick the game up, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna really play. I gotta really go at it. But yeah, Will's got a tough team with the Ohio State Buckeyes.
So wait, what team would you pick? Alabama?
I'll probably go with a team like Bama. I mean, this season I don't even know who to watch out for. I mean, the NIL has done so much to college football. So many different teams are jumping conferences. It's not really like it's hard to really find that loyalty to one team or know what teams are going to be really good heading from season to season. In my opinion, like the continuity with the offense and like people staying around is different. I feel like college basketball, you see more core group of like players sticking around at their respective schools.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do y'all think?
You need that. I mean, I think you need that in football too. But yeah, why is that, Will? You're a football
What?
guy. Why is it that they're a little bit more spread out and jumped around and eager to move in college football versus college basketball where
There's less draft picks. Everybody wants to get drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be able to put up the numbers, produce the numbers.
Get in, get out.
Yep. So if you can't afford to sit out if you're trying to get drafted, depending on eligibility. So you want to go wherever you guarantee a spot, wherever you're gonna guarantee to put up some numbers. It.
Outside of Vegas, if I'm not gonna be playing, I'm going where they paying.
Exactly.
The NIL is
That's
changing
the main
things,
thing.
and people are getting money from businesses, local businesses, and it's all on what the city has to offer as well. And that's something I've noticed too. Like people are moving to a different school just for NIL money, or coming out of high school saying who's paying the most. So they don't really care about prestige or program no more.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about making a living. And like you want to make it to the league too. But if you ain't gonna make it to the league, or if you know it's shaky, you gonna go get them M's right now. I mean, when we think about it, what do y'all think will make the NCAA basketball game as popular as the NCAA football game? Would y'all like to see EA Sports bring an NCAA basketball game back? And what could they do if they brought an NCAA basketball game back to make it as popular as NCAA football?
Keep some of those guys in college a little longer.
Yeah. By nature, you do stay longer in football in college. So you have players that are coming back that you want to play with. So in basketball, it's more often that you do one and done.
But as a user, if you're a person picking up the game, what's the reason why you will want to play an NCAA football? Like, what modes are you selecting? You know, what do you like about the game? I mean, what was it? Road to Glory is, it's a trademark. It's a marquee part of the game. You know, where people are like, I want to see my guy go from high school and then go to college and like leave his mark. You know, it would be great if they can integrate something like that where you go from college to the NFL. And then, do you think that that's something that they could do with NCAA basketball as well? Is that possible?
A road to glory?
Yeah.
They don't have that in NCAA basketball?
I think they have NCAA basketball as a game.
It hasn't been a game.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
But again, go ahead.
I feel like as they started to develop the framework of Road to Glory for NCAA basketball, it kind of like phased out. It was on the back end. It wasn't nearly as popular as NCAA football as Road to Glory. But I have seen NBA 2K integrate you play like the NCAA championship for a certain NCAA team, and then you get drafted to the league.
In Madden?
In NBA 2K.
Oh, NBA.
Like how you kind of start your my career type of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do.
What do y'all think about the game modes, though? What type of game modes do y'all think?
Definitely, that definitely draws me more to games. When there's more things to do than just kind of straight up play the game. Whenever you have all these other features, I think that's why 2K is so successful, right? You have the park, you got, you can dress them, you can get V-Bucks, and you want this and that, and it has all this different element and different component to the game that keeps it exciting and it keeps it kind of going, and you can integrate more and more to it. So I think having more game modes in the game will definitely help a lot. I remember back in the day in Madden, they used to have training camp. I used to spend a lot of time just playing, playing games. Oh yeah, the 40 that they used to have were the two pylons used to move, and you used to have to like run a route or run through the hole and score the touchdown and score the points. I used to play that a lot. So like sometimes I would turn the game on just to play that. So it's like, I would love to see a bunch of game modes, something like that. Some training camp where like you're running through holes or you're running certain plays to learn how to play the game a little bit better. Things like that would definitely help bring even a different crowd to the game, even somebody who doesn't want to play the game or play against people.
Do y'all have a favorite? We talked a little bit about NCAA basketball. We talked about a little bit about NCAA football and Road to Glory, and they're transitioning to the pros, right? If we're thinking NBA 2K, if we're thinking basketball related, do y'all have a NBA 2K that sticks out as a favorite? Like, what's the best NBA 2K?
Aren't they all the same? They all feel the same.
That's fine if that's how you feel. Yeah, if you feel like all of them are the same.
What was it? I don't even remember. I remember it was 401 or something like that. 401. What was that? 2K13, 2K14.
Who's on cover?
I don't remember. We was in college. Davenport. You don't remember what 2K that was?
Nah, no idea. I mean,
who was on the cover?
2K15, 2K16.
Who was feeding? Who 13?
Because it was
the one when we were playing.
It was one that had KD, Blake Griffin, and it was the one that did three people on the cover.
Monroe was on the Pistons. Who?
This man doesn't.
Bro, you just named Monroe to.
Yeah, like just talk about the.
To remember the 2K.
Talk about the cover.
It's got to be like 15 or 16. That's probably one of the best or my
You
favorite.
said KD was on the cover?
It might have been.
I said
13.
13.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of when you had PlayStation 4, or are you thinking about
I'm thinking of when we lived in the dorm at Davenport.
Yeah, that
We
gotta
always
be
playing.
like, that's gotta be like 15 with KD. Was it Blake Griffin?
It was KD, Blake Griffin, and D Rose.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
that's
so.
It
Yeah.
was 13.
That year.
Okay, that was 13.
I like that.
Yeah, that had to be 13. That had to be around because that came out in 2012. If I'm not wrong.
Right. It comes out that back end of the year.
Yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, yeah. That was a pretty good
Yeah.
one. And for me, what 2K was the best? It's tough. It gets better every year. I would have to say the one with D Book on the cover. That was what 2K23, 24. That
So
was
the
more
one-
recent.
The one that just came out.
Yeah,
24?
not too long ago.
23.
2K23. I would say that's the best one, and the reason why I'm saying that is because your boy was in the game. I did the motion capture for it.
So, of course it's my favorite
Of course, that was the best NBA 2K of all time. And
Right.
hey, if y'all want to make another greatest NBA 2K of all time, just call your boy. But shout out to Ronnie 2K and NBA 2K and what they've been doing. I'm so excited for the brand new NBA 2K25 to drop. Jason Tatum is going to be on the cover. Saw a little bit of the ratings for some of the players. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with like these badges. They're elevating the level of badges and stuff like that. Is there a player that sticks out as the most dominant NBA 2K player of all time?
KD. Bang.
Okay. Well, do you have one?
Most dominant player of all time. 2K player?
Yeah, if you're going to pick 2K, who are you going to dominate with?
D Rose.
Oh, D Rose.
Huh?
D Rose.
Because he was hitting shots too.
Mitchell, you ever play NBA 2K?
I did mostly during COVID. Whatever
Okay.
when that came out.
Yeah.
I was so like just.
Yeah, who would you go with?
Here's the problem. I was trash. I didn't dominate with anybody.
It's all
They were
good.
like, "Get off the game, white boy." I was like, "Oh no,
Dang.
I'm going back to the park."
Dang, right, I'm gonna play for real.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go through my career. So yeah, that's my answer.
I
I
feel
was
that
bad with
it's,
all of them.
it's tough.
Funny, bro.
Hey, at least you played.
At least I tried.
Right, at
I
least
tried.
you
I
tried.
tried. Yeah.
NBA, oh, I gotta think about dominant players. I dominate with, anybody that I touch.
There you
let's be
go.
honest.
Who?
Opposite.
But goodness, if I had to go with one of the most dominant NBA players on NBA 2K, who was just a cheat code.
If he don't say it, Ty. Who?
If I don't say it, oh wow, y'all got one in mind?
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, y'all played me more than I played myself. So who do y'all feel like I would
you gotta answer
dominate
first,
with?
then we'll tell you.
Oh my goodness, this is a tough one for me because I get down. I really get down. I mean, Caven knows. I dropped. I didn't Bruiser, bro. It was about like
Caven
60
personally
before.
knows.
Like, he knows.
No,
personal
He
experience.
knows.
Now, he nice with Steph, though. I give him that.
I'm nice with Steph. See, look, Will is surprised by
Steph?
me being nice with Steph.
Nice with
Yeah,
Steph.
no, I can get down with Steph. It's tough. I don't know. Joel
Who
Embiid.
was your guy like player? though?
yes.
Like, just somebody that you had in your
I would
hands
say
that just-
somebody that I had in my hands that was just really tough is Carmelo Anthony when he played for the New York Knicks. That Knicks team and me playing with him specifically, I did whatever I want. Triple throw was on point. I cross you over. I get a 3-point line. I dunk on you. I post you up. Everything like
I
Melo.
thought you was about to say
Oh
Iguodala.
my God!
Andre
was-
I
Iguodala.
used to.
That
get,
was one I was gonna go, and then I was also gonna go with B-Roy. I was like,
Oh my-
man, that
oh,
boy
yes.
was nasty with B-Roy. I used to get
I
so
was tough.
mad at this dude
I
who used
actually-
to play with B-Roy.
I actually have to co-sign with Ty. Actually, like B. Roy was like a cheat code in the
Yes,
game.
he was.
I used to make Andre Iguodala look godlike though. That's what
Yeah.
Will was
Yeah,
talking
that-
about.
that-
The Nuggets, Andre Iguodala, like I used to make him look godlike.
Now that I think about it, I can remember the time when Will was talking stuff He was like, bro, he not even like that, Brooks. He not even like that.
He wasn't.
Was going,
He wasn't.
Just going nuts with Iguodala. He like, bro, Brooks, he not gonna do it this time. You're like, all right, he can come down again.
He does everything. He did everything. He handled the ball. He passed the ball. He had dunk on you. And at that point, that 3-point shot was banging.
Yes, sir.
I was cold with Paul George though too. Paul George is different.
Somebody who y'all didn't say though, this was back when they had Fade Ace as a badge. Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, Dirk was tough.
Dirk was tough. I would say Dirk. But it wasn't NBA 2K, I don't think. Me and my cousin was playing in the basement, and I really went off with Dirk when he played for the Mavs early in his career when he was playing with Steve Nash. He was probably like a 70 overall, but it's like, who is this white boy? Dirk was getting crazy.
Because he was so tall.
Man, yeah, that's what makes me think about it. Like NBA Live, right? Like NBA Live was a very popular game back in the day. Do y'all think NBA Live can make a comeback?
I would love to see it make a comeback. I mean, 2K, I think what helped them surpass, because NBA Live was it. NBA Live was it until I think like 2008 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then 2K kind of really took over, and I think it was because of 2K's mechanics and control of the game. It got way better than NBA Live. So now if NBA Live can somehow find a way to, you know what I mean, come with the controls, but still keep that NBA Live feel that they had, I think they could totally make a comeback.
Did y'all do the dunk contest on NBA Live?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
What?
Yes.
My God.
Yes.
Oh, my God, bro. You
We
just
had
reminded me. Oh, my God. That's what made the game.
Yes.
That's what made the game.
NBA Live, that
The
was
dunk
crazy.
contest.
Yes. You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, my goodness, bro. You had to,
I just remember,
input the buttons at the right time and
abort
stuff.
the dunks.
Yeah, we all abort the dunks. Yeah, it was
the right way.
gosh, so
Dunks.
fun. Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
they
You had to
do
do
it.
it right. Like, you had to press the buttons in the right sequence at the right time in order for him to
Oh,
do a
Lord.
360 windmill, in order for him to do a Statue of Liberty.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was lit.
My first experience with NBA 2K was on the Dreamcast, I think.
Yay,
Allen Iverson was on the cover
Dreamcast.
for like
Wow.
4 years straight.
Hey.
Allen Iverson was on so many covers
Yeah.
of NBA 2K early on, especially on the Dreamcast. Why do y'all think it's so hard creating sports games nowadays? And why do you think it's so hard for EA Sports to recreate such good sports games, and they had history of it in the past?
Man, that's a good question.
I don't know. You would think if they did it before, they could do it again.
Right.
You know?
Right,
Like, I don't
yeah.
get it.
Man,
I don't know, maybe the skill sets of player, because back in the day you used to be able to know like what player was that good. I don't know, I feel like the skill sets, just trying to have the margins be right between a player being a superstar compared to an all-star, because there's so many players that I don't know, on that fine line that you don't want to make their ratings too close to each other.
I feel that. Me being a video game head myself, yeah, I said it. Me being a video game head myself, I think it has a lot to do with the realism of the game, right? The mechanics, how to make it as real as possible, while keeping competitive nature and keeping, game factor. Trying to make it as realistic as possible, and the movements as realistic as possible, and how to control those. I think just that alone, I think that's what starts making it real difficult to create a really good video game, which is kind of why the NBA Live fell off.
I feel that. And backyard sports, backyard baseball
Yes,
is
sir.
making a return. Were y'all a fan of backyard baseball? Did y'all like the game backyard baseball?
Yes, I played it all
You
the
played
time.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
I know.
We got
you live now. We got you live now.
Who you used to get down with?
The little bald dude. Who was the little bald dude? I don't know. It's been
He
so
was a
long.
little bald
He was the
dude.
little bald
The
dude
little
with the
bald
backwards
dude.
cap.
Pablo Sanchez. Pablo Sanchez was
Pablo
that
Sanchez.
guy, little chubby.
Yeah,
Chubby
yeah.
was the best at everything. He could hit, he could run, he could jump, he could
Oh,
field.
man.
Pablo was that guy. I don't know if y'all played backyard
I
sports.
played it, but I ain't know nothing about it.
No, I don't
Wow.
know.
I played a lot of backyard sports. I just picked.
What
up and
system?
played.
Computer.
Yeah, that was mine on the computer.
It started really on the computer. That's when I played it.
It was a free game for me. It
yeah.
just came with something like a
Yeah.
coloring book or whatever.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
That's
bro,
why we
I had
did.
so much fun with that. And they had MLB players in it as well. Like it was a really cool game, a really cool concept. I'm excited for it to come back.
What system is it coming back on?
I'll play. Do you know, Kevin?
It'll be on all of them.
Probably everything.
Yeah, it'll be on all of them for sure.
What old sports game would you want to bring back?
Man, I done already touched on it. Blitz will have to make a comeback for sure.
NBA Street.
NBA Street. Oh, that was
NBA okay,
Street,
Will.
NBA
Okay,
Street.
Will. NBA Street.
NBA
Yes.
Street, man.
Yes,
Boy.
I would love NBA Street. What do you think, Mitchell? You got a
NFL Street was cool
game?
too.
Yeah.
NFL Street was cool.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it a sports game, but the Def Jam.
Oh,
like,
come on, see, there we go.
T.I. was whooping everybody's ass on that. Like,
There we go.
I could
That
play that
touches
one.
on what's
Yeah.
the best fighting game of all time.
Yeah, I love that game.
What's the best fighting game of all time?
Ah, fuck, I don't know.
That's cool. That game is tough. I like it.
That's up there.
But see, I don't know. They're so like even the Mortal Kombat's like you were talking about, like they're all everything. Like I just love to beat on the other person. Like,
Yeah, I feel that. But
Sounds
if you
personal.
had to take one fighting game of all time, what fighting game would you take? Let us know in the comments which one you would take.
Mortal Kombat.
I mean, probably. I mean, that's like the ultimate fighting game.
Street Fighter.
Or like or something like or even the
You
Dragon Ball
naming them?
Z's.
There you
Okay,
go.
okay, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say it's a
Y'all naming them.
head-to-head.
Y'all getting to
We
them.
can continue.
Y'all
to
getting
name
to
them.
them.
Tekken's up there.
Okay.
Yeah, Tekken.
Tekken.
Fight Night's up there.
Okay.
Fight
I
Nights
forgot
are
about
raw.
Fight Night.
Yeah,
Fight Night.
were
Yeah, I
raw.
forgot about that.
Yes, sir.
UFC.
UFC.
UFC
Oh,
was
yeah,
tough.
Absolutely.
But I gotta interject here. The best fighting game of all time, Super Smash Brothers. man.
Hey.
That is
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite fighting game of all time. It encompasses a lot of the games that you guys mentioned. We got
Right,
some Street Fighter characters in it.
Yeah.
We got some Tekken characters in it.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of everything. And everybody is really boxing. I really throw hands at Super Smash Brothers. If y'all want it, come and holler at me. I got it. My guys are a witness. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Ty always trying to front on me.
Chill, Bill. Nah, he nice with the sticks, man. He nice. And I ain't gonna lie, my man's been nice since the Michigan State days.
Man,
My
come on.
man was hustling them kids out there, they college money. I wasn't supposed to say that, but he was hustling them kids out their college money on
bro. You
that
gotta get down the low.
N64 with Pikachu.
Oh my God. The back throw.
I remember
cheat code. It was cheat code. So I'm gonna need y'all to rank these fighting games from 1 to 5. Y'all touched on a lot of them. Y'all talked about them. So we're gonna go rank these fighting games series from 1 to 5. Street Fighter, Tekken, Smash Bros, Def Jam, Fight Night, and UFC.
Street Fighter, Tekken, Fight Night. Death
Who's going
Jam,
first?
UFC.
Whoever wants to go first. Are you ready, Will?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have to remind me.
All right, we got Street Fighter, Tekken, Smash Bros, Def Jam, Fight Night, UFC.
Street Fighter, Def Jam. I guess Super Smash, bro.
Okay. Okay.
UFC, and then was the other one Taken?
You can say Tekken. We actually have 6 options.
Because of Mortal Kombat, right?
No, Fight Night.
No, we didn't even put Mortal Kombat in.
Taken and then Fight Night. Yeah, I don't know what the what's it called? Taken or
Tekken.
Tekken? Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
The
we're
guy
not
that looked
Tekken.
like a jaguar. His name was King.
I don't remember.
Eddie,
Eddie, yeah.
I don't remember. Probably still in the Dominican Republic at this time.
It is, man.
guy.
Mitchell, what would you rank those? And if you want to throw Mortal Kombat in here, like, how do you feel? Do you feel
Mortal
like
Kombat would
should
take
be
my
in?
number one.
All right, so
Number
go
That
give
would
us
be my
your new
number one,
list.
So Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Def Jam, UFC. What was the other one? Fight Night? What?
Yeah, Fight Night. You said
Fight
Smash Bros
Night.
last time.
Hey,
Fight Night, Smash Bro, and then Taken.
All right, bro hates Tekken.
Yeah, I can't even.
Bro,
You know,
I don't even know what it is.
Really?
I don't even know what
at the
it
bottom of the
is.
list.
You gotta play it, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Y'all gotta play it? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you'll fuck with it.
Yeah. Will's not really he's not really a big game. He doesn't like new games.
Yeah.
I don't like fast twitch games. It's too much for me. Any shooting game where it's any things where it's too fast is probably too much. I like sports games better.
Tekken is like Street Fighter.
It's like Street Fighter, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I was able to do those because it's more like 2D. I feel like.
What would you say? It's more like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's 2-dimensional. They're that same type of setup.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna take it to Mitchell. Mitchell, we're asking you the same question. How would you rank these fighting games, and which one is your favorite?
I would put Mortal Kombat as my number one, and probably Def Jam as my second because I spent so much time on that game, and Smash Bros. I never really played that until this past weekend, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, that's why I
Wow.
was so ass. I was like, what the hell is this? Like,
Smash Bros.
yeah, no, I was ass at that. But I mean, it was fun. Like all the characters, it was like a big compilation of all the characters, which was sweet. So it was cool, and it was different than like a Mortal Kombat. So maybe I'll put that under under Street Fighter. I'll put the Smash Bros. And then Tekken, and then UFC. I never really played too much of the UFC's game. It was like I like the characters, not really like the realism,
Yeah, when the first one came out, when the first UFC came out, I actually played it a little bit more. I mean, I liked it back then, but then it came and went for me.
Kind of fell off.
Yeah, I didn't really continue to play it. Wasn't really something that I wanted to continue to do, but I enjoyed the game actually. I really think that they did something with that game, and that's why it's still around. But when we're thinking about fighting games, in my opinion, number one fighting game of all time, in my opinion, hands down, is still played to this day. They legit stopped making the game, and we're still playing the same game, which is crazy to me. Is Super Smash Bros. That's number one, which I don't know how they can just stop making it because they can go so many directions with it, but it is what it is. That's number one for me. I feel like number two would have to be Mortal Kombat. I just grew up on that. That's a OG game. Street Fighter at number 3 for me. Number 4 will have to be Def Jam. I feel like the mark that Def Jam left on the gaming space, even though it was so brief, it was so quick, was so large that like you can't replace that. What they did was like dope. Like it's really up there for me in fighting games. Like if they would have kept doing it, it would have been rivaling some of these other games that I'm talking about right now. But because there's not much of a community, you have to remaster it. Like it didn't make it to this generation, which is unfortunate. Right. It has to fall at number 4 for me. And then number 5, I would have to say Tekken. Tekken is one of those games that is iconic, and I grew up playing Tekken, so I can't shy away from that. I can't go away from that. I think that that's one of the more iconic games, although I don't play right now. I know it's a really big community for it right now still to this day, so I should probably get back on it.
I feel that.
Yeah.
All right.
What about you, Mr. Gamer?
Man, that is a toughie. So as much as I want to put Smash up there, because it is, out of all of the top 3 that I'm going to name, it is the only one that I still consistently play. But because of the nostalgic, feel and the nostalgia and the memories that I have playing, Street Fighter would actually have to be my number 1 game. Street Fighter was my game, man. I used to love playing it. Played it through the generations. Played it all the time. Used to get my head whooped when I didn't know how to press the buttons or what to do. So I definitely remember those times for sure. Playing against my older brother and my cousins and stuff, getting my head whooped. So Street Fighter was number 1. And then Mortal Kombat was like very, very close, super, super close, almost tied for that first spot. Smash Bros will follow that.
So wait, Smash Bros 3rd?
Yes.
That's how y'all know he's not that good.
Hey, Brooks, you beat him down that bad?
That's how you know. That's why he put the sticks down.
It. Why?
If y'all look at the roll, because I'm going to give y'all a little backstory, because now I got to interject. Me, Ty, and our friend Antonio were big Super Smash Brothers players. We played at Michigan State. Ty talked a little bit about how we used to play at Michigan State, used to get down to N64, all that good stuff. And then so when the new Super Smash Brothers came out, me, Ty, and our friend Antonio picked up the game, and we were like, okay, we're going to be elite Smash players. Well, if you don't know what elite Smash players are in a community, you play online, you rank up, and you score with your GSP in online play, right? And in online, you make it all the way to past a certain threshold, and you become an elite Smash member.
Top 250 in the world.
Like
or something
top percent in the world. The infrastructure, your screen changes. Now it says Elite Smash and not just online play. Like we all promised that we were gonna grind it and we were gonna make Elite Smash, right? Antonio was there. Our friend Antonio, he was tough. He was really like that. Your boy Bionic, Tor'i, I was there. With plenty of characters. I have multiple. I have a full roster of characters. His main character that he claims.
Make it so tight and make the cut.
I'm elite. I'm elite with him. And I don't think Ty's an elite smasher.
Ooh.
Damn.
And so all these conversations we have in our friend group about who's the best Smash player is irrelevant. It's actually very disrespectful to me. So I need you guys to know that. Like I take that with disrespect. Like if y'all asking me who won and we played, and come on now, you gotta assume, you gotta know who's gonna get the dub.
Man,
that's personal.
You know what I mean? Stuff. And if I lost, I probably went for some saucy stuff.
Here you go.
I went from an off stage fight.
I lost. If I get in the lab and I get to playing, I can go ahead and reach that Elite Smash status. Matter of fact, y'all go ahead and timestamp it. I'm gonna be Elite Smash next time we talk.
Ooh!
Hey! Don't you got the proof?
What?
From our trio?
He saved the replay.
I say I got plenty got plenty of clips. We talking plenty.
Let them see the footage. Let them see the footage.
I got receipts if y'all need them, but you know, it's neither here nor there. My bad. We cut you off mid-list, Ty. We're gonna let you finish off your list of top 5 games.
They killed me with the Smash. That's crazy. It's still my game, man. That's why I started off with it's the one I played. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is. So
that's why it's not his favorite, guys.
Street Fighter. This is my game, man. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Super Smash Bros, Def Jam for sure. That was a vibe. That game was such a vibe. That was where the chair started. If y'all really want to know, that's where the chair started. Yeah. That's where the first chair got picked up for sure.
Inspiring.
That game was lit, man. Who would I put behind that? I was a big Fight Night guy. We played Fight Night in the house with the cousins. We were big with Fight Night.
One of my first games was Royal Rumble or the N64, or Ready to Rumble. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yep. Dang, that was a vibe. That game was lit
bro.
That game was lit too. My man's with the fro. Yeah. Was that 4?
Yeah, that's 5.
That's 5.
All right, so
hold on. I'm gonna give you
back to when you're done.
All right, I'm gonna give you Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat,
Super
Smash Brothers, Def Jam, Fight Night, and then just to round it out, it would be Tekken, and then I gotta give an honorable mention to WWE.
Oh, SmackDown versus Raw.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. WWE SmackDown. I was going to say something afterwards. You said the first chair was getting thrown.
I would put that above Taken.
Okay, yes, sir. Like that.
Yeah, refuses to put respect on their name. He refuses.
Tekken honestly is it's really up there with Mortal Kombat and
who's the character? Who's the main character?
Tekken, it was Law.
Annie Cole, Jaguar Cole.
But main character was kind of like a Liu Kang in a sense.
Liu Kang,
okay. Kinda. It was different.
All right. Different. Well, you're gonna change the subject because now Ty's going left. I don't know if you can. Liu Kang is.
That's what I said.
I used to run around the crib with the sweatpants on, the t-shirt off, thinking that I'm Liu Kang.
Before we go left,
talking about
everybody, who your main on Mortal Kombat?
Sub-Zero.
We're talking Mortal Kombat 1, the first one?
Just any who your main?
I don't play Mortal Kombat as much as I used to now, but yeah, I would probably go Liu Kang.
Liu Kang or Kung Lao.
Yeah.
Liu Kang or Kung Lao, one of the two.
Sub-Zero.
Liu Kang, yeah.
Okay.
You got Johnny Cage. You got Raiden.
You tripping? Y'all tripping?
Who you
Scorpion.
playing
Who's yours?
Kung Lao. Take that.
Kung Lao is it.
Kung Lao.
Ooh,
Scorpion.
yeah. Scorpion had one of the. Yeah, I
It looked
think
like
Scorpion
we
was
got
up there
Cage
too,
down.
though. Scorpion had his
But
combo
that's what I'm
game.
saying. I'm talking early.
Yeah.
Katana was cold too.
I'm talking
Yeah.
the early ones though.
Yeah. Super early when it was
The first one, bro. Yeah, when bro was in that.
Yeah, that's what
You know what I mean? I don't think it's Bro, for real, you hit the split to hit
Right,
down.
yeah.
You go ahead. I'm
We on
gonna
that
the
one,
bridge.
yes, sir.
You know
My man
what I'm
to pop
saying?
out the corner. Whoopsies.
Yeah, for real.
That shit was
That was the
legendary.
one. Yeah, it was lit.
What was your favorite racing game though? What was your favorite racing
Racing
game? all
game.
I'm gonna go Midnight Club.
Midnight
Midnight
Club,
Club,
Dub Edition.
Dub Edition.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
my
for real.
shit.
Where we go ahead.
Yeah. Where the theme music, bro? Cue the theme music.
House real big, car real big, real big.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Well,
Yeah, well, if you heard the theme song, it would.
Racing game?
yeah.
Mario Kart.
Oh, got you. Come on, you pulling. That's a strong
yes,
pull.
sir. Yes,
That's a
sir.
strong pull. I
Yes,
see you.
sir.
I
Yes,
see
sir.
you,
Out
boy.
the back
Yeah.
pocket.
Out the back.
The original
pocket.
Mario Kart, the Super
Yes,
Nintendo
sir.
Mario Kart.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Smacking you with the red
That's
ducks.
a good one. That's a good one.
That is smooth.
That is a really good one.
Who are you picking? Who's your
Toad.
Hey,
okay.
Toad,
Smart
yeah,
guy.
Toad.
Hey, it was either that or Koopa for me.
Hey, cool. But you need the small guy.
The Toad.
Was it Diddy Kong, the small one?
Okay.
I fuck with Diddy.
Yeah.
I mean, pause.
No.
No way. Diddy Kong.
There we go.
Ty, what's your
That's
favorite racing
funny.
game?
Man, Dub Edition was so fun. It
Man.
was so fun. Outside of that, Need for Speed was a vibe for sure.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, Twisted Metal.
Oh my god, that was
Oh,
my
I just
shit.
love that
racing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
the racing game though.
I
Low
love
key, I would put that in the
Twisted
fighting games, low key.
Low key, yeah.
I would put that in the
Low key.
fighting games. 'cause-
Twisted Metal was tough.
Yeah. Oh my
What's
god.
that? What's that?
It was on the PlayStation.
You run around.
We
just
got
mashing
Trevor used to
people.
like
GTA?
Spectre.
No.
That was my dude.
It's like,
Spectre. I think that's what his name was.
But it's
Yeah.
like a battle. You gotta survive.
You gotta
Sometimes you
shoot.
gotta
Yeah.
race.
It was dope.
There's a bunch of variety.
It was dope.
Awesome.
I keep going back to Dub Edition, bro. Midnight Club was probably one of the funnest.
And then they did the remix that added like
Yeah.
Tokyo and Detroit and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably one of the funnest ones, man. That's the one I remember the most.
I feel it. Y'all mentioned all the good ones. I'm just gonna kind of go off on something that like maybe weren't mentioned. One personally to me, Gran Turismo.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
Most
Ooh.
realistic
I came
one,
up.
yeah.
That was a good one. I played that a lot. One not as realistic was called like Road Rash Jailbreak or something like that. They used to ride around on motorcycles and used to have weapons and used to beat each other.
I think I remember.
as you race.
I
think I remember
That
arcade
mug was
games
off
that
the
way.
wall.
I remember
That
that
mug
one.
was off the wall. What's another one? Y'all said Midnight Clubs. Y'all said Need for Speed. I definitely rock with that.
Mhm.
What else, man? I'm trying to think of some other
Other
racing
racing
games.
They
We
had.
play Asphalt.
Absolutely.
Was y'all's on Forza?
Forza.
Not
yeah.
so much.
I played not
so
early.
much. Gran
Not early. A
Turismo
little bit later.
Kind of overshadowed that one
Yeah.
for me.
In the early times, for sure. Play some NASCAR. Play some of the, you know what I mean? It wasn't really super
NASCAR.
exciting. Yeah.
Oh, racing game. I don't know if it's a racing game or just a car game, but Driver.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Was
that.
Driver
yeah,
was
I
a
forgot
Driver
about-
was a
yeah.
game. It was different.
You kind of had missions type things.
Yeah.
Okay, so Taxi? I like Taxi.
No, but this was like
Crazy
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 Taxi.
Taxi was
Yeah,
fun.
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
Like concept.
Stuff like that. Yeah, those are the ones that I can really think of. I definitely love some racing games.
Picked up
Racing games are
MotoGP a little later. I didn't play a ton when I was a kid, but I definitely know it was in our little Super Nintendo basket with all the games on it. MotoGP, it's motorcycle racing for those of y'all who don't know.
This is not a racing game, but did y'all play Tony Hawk?
Yo,
tough.
yes.
Yes, of course.
Tony Hawk
Tony-
Pro Skater is one of the
greatest
goated
games. Yes, sir.
Goated games. Goated games of all time.
Goated.
I remember, the demo.
Man.
When the first demo came out, if I could
Oh,
play
yeah.
the demo, we ride, you hop on the wall, you jump the gap.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
come on.
I remember, bro, my boy Kareem used to hit the special dark slide. I remember some of the specials. That's
Man,
crazy.
come on, man. We
Yes,
used to get
sir.
down
Playing
on that.
skate.
Yeah, I used to rock
skate.
with Tony
skate.
Hawk.
Yeah.
Bro, video games
Hawk,
definitely had a...
You remember Tony Hawk?
Oh yeah, I played that.
You
I
play
played
the
that.
underground ones where like
I
underground
played
1
that,
and 2
yeah.
were
Yes.
real crazy. That was
Yes.
mine. I love those.
Those
Got me
are
a blue,
nice, too.
got me a blue skateboard after playing.
Hey,
You was skating?
Hey.
I was skating. Yeah, I had a little
I
skate
wanna see
phase.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
Had a little
skating too.
skate face.
Really?
Yeah, I was-
went through a little skate.
I was
Yeah.
hopping ollies, kick flips,
Hey,
pop
yeah.
jumpers.
skate.
Yeah, like
Nice.
I get on ride. I ride that
I
joint.
hear that. Dabbled myself.
I was in New York still. That's when I was living in New York.
New York. Oh,
That's where my skate phase was.
Okay. Baggy clothes.
Through the streets of NYC.
Hey, you had the baggy clothes going and everything.
Shit.
else?
Baggy clothes, you already know them jeans. The jeans down here past the knees.
Okay.
Jean shorts.
And gaming has meant so much to all of us at different points in our lives. We all been gamers. Maybe it was early, maybe it's a little later, but it helped shape us into the individuals that we are. Do y'all think that, esports is growing a lot, recently. It's emerging, it's huge. If esports was a thing while y'all were growing up, would y'all have joined the esports club?
No question, bro. The hours we put in as kids on video games, man, no question. I would have joined the first club camp.
What is
anything that was
esports?
around my way.
It's just like playing video games as a sports team.
Mhm.
So it's like
Yeah.
esports. It's a electronic
Like-
sport.
Like
Electronic
2K, the 2K is probably that's.
Wait, this is a thing?
It's a legit thing.
Yeah.
So 2K
Oh,
does
what?
like a.
What?
You didn't know
Hundreds of thousands of dollars be going to these
What?
kids.
Like at a school, like I go to East Kentwood and play on the esports
I mean, if
team.
their
Yes.
team's good enough,
Yes.
if they get good, yeah.
What?
Most
Yeah.
high schools have esports teams.
Now, yeah.
100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So now it is a
Born
pathway.
too
Like,
early.
2K got
Everything
2K
else.
got a big esport tournament. They do a draft.
2K League.
Oh, yeah.
The 2K League is esports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh,
Been
yeah.
out the
it's
loop.
It's a lot of room for it. That's why you see things that I
Call
pick
of
it
Duty,
up.
Apex, they do
Yeah.
tournaments all
Oh,
over the
yeah.
world, bro.
Oh, I've seen
Smash.
those.
Yeah,
Smash is a big
That's what
one.
I'm
Man,
trying to tell you.
what?
Like that's why those games mean so much to some of us. It's like we know that there's potential to be able to go out and stream, join esports teams, make some money now at this point. Back when we were younger, it wasn't as much of an option.
Like you wasting your time. You're not
Yeah.
gonna make a living. Get
You
off
had
the
to be
game.
the best of the best. Like
Yeah.
you literally had to be so good to make it to
Now
those
people
places.
just making tons of money, even if
Tons
they're
of money.
average.
Yes.
Playing a
Oh
game.
yeah. Oh yeah.
As long as
Because there's tons
yeah.
of weekend tournaments. There's
Yeah.
tons of little tournaments here and there, and it's thousands of dollars.
Where are these people making money from, the streams or the actual tournaments?
Both.
Tournaments,
Both.
streams,
Both, yeah.
everything.
How about-
So
Sponsors,
Yeah.
everything.
At DreamCon this year, they had a Smash tournament, and the prize was 10K.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah,
Little
but
ten
they got
piece
some- they got
nugget.
some hitters coming out there. They got some
yeah.
hitters.
10-piece nugget to go home.
So what's the best non-sports video game of all time? What would y'all say the best non-sports video game is?
GTA.
You like GTA?
Yeah, I mean,
Vice City, huh?
GTA, yeah.
GTA. Yeah,
That's non.
that's probably taking most of my life. Is
GTA.
GTA. Like I look at like on the PlayStation app, it shows you how many hours you played it.
It does.
Thousands, and I'm like, oh my god, I could have done something with my time. Fuck it. Like this is so good.
Yeah, nah, GTA was I think all of us, once we figured out them codes, left, right, up, down,
Bro.
left, right, up, down. Yeah,
Oh,
triangle,
wow.
square.
I'm starting with a bazooka, you know?
That's it.
Yeah.
That part.
I saw a basketball player with the code for unlimited
Oh.
ammo.
On his arm.
Tattooed on his
Yeah,
arm.
yeah.
that's
Oh, wow.
lit. That's lit.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's super
unlimited
lit.
animal on your arm, going up your arm.
That's
It's
fire.
That is
it's
super
tough.
lit. And yeah, I think in terms of success, longevity, a game that you can look to that's not a sports game. I mean, I love Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty guy.
Once again,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like I like a lot of games. Halo.
Halo was fire.
I'm gonna have to go with Halo. I love to play Halo.
That's the best non-sports video game. Okay, I
like.
Well,
that.
you used to get down on Halo.
Yeah,
Oh, you
campaign and everything.
Was
Not
Ty
even
good?
just.
Was Ty good on
Boy, what?
Yeah, Ty was good.
He was
Ty was
good.
good. Halo
Him,
player,
man,
for
Did,
sure.
did he reach elite status?
I was definitely elite.
Nah.
I was definitely elite. Nah,
Alright,
that
we're
was
gonna slow
definitely
it down.
elite.
We're
Nah,
gonna slow
there's
it
no
down.
cap.
It was
Matter of
tough.
fact.
It was tough, no, because you made it high, but the ranking system, was pretty deep, and
it was tough players. Yeah,
yeah,
shots. All the
come
dudes were
on,
playing at
bro,
that time. It
come
was
on. It was different.
It
The
was
ranking
tough.
system,
No,
like he
big
was
time.
pretty pretty high ranked.
You're
I ain't gonna
right,
stand
you're
on, bro.
right.
But elite,
Yeah, you're right.
Elite.
to be elite at that
some
game
peers
is different.
Especially at that time.
Took your elite badge.
No, at that time, yeah. To me, bro, the elite players we was watching, they was doing stuff.
Oh man,
But I was cold. I got the video evidence for that one too.
Yeah, he
I
cold.
definitely got some proof for that one.
Y'all watch the show? Halo?
Halo,
I
I
watched the
haven't
show.
tapped in.
Is it actual show?
Yeah,
It's
it
an
is.
actual show.
Is it good?
Halo's huge.
Bro,
Have you seen it?
Halo's
haven't.
huge.
Oh no, I haven't seen it either.
is it like anime type? Like
No,
No,
I think
it's
it's
like
like
live
real,
action.
like real
real life?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
real life.
That voice said what?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it connected
think
to
so,
the video
yeah.
game?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
It's the story of is
Master
Chief.
It's the story of
Master Chief. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Lost
Halo's
me.
a huge game.
All right. Well, my favorite non-video game, or my favorite non-sports video game of all time, y'all probably not gonna know it, but the rules out there, y'all are gonna know it. Final Fantasy Tactics.
Hey.
Wait. Who knows about that? Y'all, you don't know nothing about that.
I know about Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
wait. Y'all don't know about Final Fantasy
Yeah, you
Tactics
know.
though. That was.
No.
I wish it would get remastered. I wish they would bring it back to this gen, but that would probably be my favorite. Like, cause it's strategy. It's so much that's going on in that game. Like, yeah, I wish I would played it.
They got real
Yeah,
bookwormish in the crew.
Real bookwormish, she said. Real bookwormish. Man, Dynasty Warriors?
Dynasty Warriors was tough too, but Dynasty Warriors
Play that
became
with the
one.
homies.
Yeah, it became one-dimensional for me. I
Oh,
really
yeah,
like
no.
it,
That's
you know
just
what
a game you play with the
I
homies.
mean?
You
You
know what I'm
smash,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? You just over there killing folk.
Let me throw a question now. Best adventure game.
I love the Tomb Raiders.
Okay.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
puzzle solving and all that.
Zelda.
Yep. Okay.
Zelda.
Pokemon, I'm sorry. How do you
Pokemon?
How do you go beyond that? Yeah, Pokemon, bro. Probably the
Are
best-
you saying
best
that based off the
best adventure
old school or like the new
Period.
Pokemon Go?
Period. Pokemon.
Yeah. Have you
Oh,
seen
wow.
you play the new Pokemon?
Yeah.
The
Nah.
newer Pokemons
Yeah,
are
bro,
decent too.
crazy.
Like they're
Pokemon
actually
period
really
got
good.
it.
as an
Oh,
adventure
yeah.
If
game.
you want to play it, I got it.
Pokemon,
Yeah, it's
bro.
actually
Okay,
real tough.
okay.
It's actually real
Might have
tough.
to take you
Best
up on that.
adventure
every
game.
generation too, and I'm a firm original 150. I generously extend into like the 250, 300 range, but yeah, they've just done it right. I mean, love it, and Pokemon for sure.
Dang, that's a good one. Pokemon is a good adventure game. I'm trying to rack my brain right now on like the adventure games that I would just play. It's tough.
Crash.
Crash Bandicoot.
It was.
Yeah.
I love
Crash used to go nuts.
Yeah, Crash is crazy.
It was. Spiral was around there too.
I'm having a tough one on the adventure game.
Me, God of War.
God of War was tough. I enjoyed that. Prince of Persia.
Oh, yeah.
Prince of Persia was a good one.
Y'all remember back on the Super Nintendo, it was like a caveman dude with a glider, and you had to like go through. It was like he would yell and like he was like yeah, and like the things, little gopher looking things would turn to bones.
No,
it was
idea.
like some. It was an adventure. That was a really fun game. It was popular back in the day.
It wasn't. Wait, one more time, can you?
It was like a caveman guy with a glider.
Uh-huh.
And he was going through this world, and he had this little club. He would swing it, and then he would like yell. Was one of his like weapons he would use.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know nothing about that. What about Kirby? What about Kirby? Is that an adventure game?
That's Kirby.
Back in the day. Castlevania.
Castlevania was
Kind of
good. That was actually that's a
Castlevania.
classic.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell. Anybody play that?
Ooh.
Turns out a little bit.
Wow. I mean, it's a shooting game, but how we missing 007, bro? Go to that, bro. How we missing?
That is an epic one.
We missing
That is 007. Y'all got any
That's a
more
childhood game.
video games that like just stick out to you from like y'all come up?
It's more a shooting game, but Far Cry.
Well, yeah, Far Cry.
I love Far Cry.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Will, what's your favorite game of all time, bro? Like, you go
Favorite
crazy and
game.
stupid on this game. I don't know if you're gonna even say that it's an adventure game, but I think
Donkey Kong.
Bro, Donkey Kong Country, this guy.
Yeah.
And Donkey Kong, Will, and
Spent a
Donkey
lot
Kong
of hours
Country,
with my
Will,
brothers.
Will and Donkey Kong, bro, how you get down in Donkey Kong Country, bro?
I get down. I know all the little hoops and tricks and
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you,
Spent a lot of time with my brothers playing Donkey Kong.
it's like riding a bike, bro. This man get on the sticks and he doing things, rolling and jumping and getting red balloons and finding, hitting barrels, and his timing is impeccable in that joint. Like, he a crazy gamer when it comes to that.
Know that.
The X-Men games are dope. I like the Dragon Ball Z games.
Oh, absolutely.
Soul Caliburs. Back in the day, I used to play.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
All right, see, Spider-Man used to really go crazy for me, but like in the most recent Spider-Man, y'all, it seems so one-dimensional. Like the fighting and like the cutscenes and like you're just pressing a button to get to the next thing, not really engaging and having to do it yourself. It's just like a cutscene that they put in, and I don't really like that type of
back
stuff.
in the day,
like almost a free play.
It was a game.
Well, I think it's the best game right now, and I don't know if it'll qualify, but I'm playing it currently, and it's called Power World. Power World might be one of the greatest games, because he mentioned it. He talked about it. When it comes to Pokemon is really dope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon is a game to where it's like you're going around, you're beating gym leaders, you're getting these items, you're getting special skills, but like Power World is like, nah, you got the strap. You got build the materials,
got the tools.
Yeah, you build the materials. You building up your home base. You got.
Can you upgrade the strap?
You can upgrade the strap.
Will wants to know.
You can upgrade the
That's
strap.
crazy.
You can build armor. You can do everything you do in Pokemon, but like you really got your own compound. You can farm.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a lot of different things, and you end up spending a lot of time. But like I really enjoy playing the game, and like they're expanding it even more, building more maps, allowing you to play and fight with your friends and stuff like that. But
Power is crazy.
it's actually my favorite game right now that I'm playing. And right now I'm playing Power World, I'm playing NBA 2K. I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty player. Y'all know I get down to Super Smash Brothers. But those are my top 4 right now. I'm trying to get back into the NCAA. Would love to see that hit my screen here soon. If I got some friends that play, make sure y'all drop y'all gamer tags below. What about y'all?
Any of those games.
What about y'all? What are y'all playing right now, if anything?
Not playing too much video games, but I definitely want to get back and start with some NCAA since it came out. Been waiting on it. Used to be a dog back in the day, back in the dorm days.
We used to have some battles, bro.
Man, used to get intense in the dorm rooms.
Yeah.
And yeah, NCAA Madden too.
Okay.
Madden.
Big football guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mitchell? Any games you're playing right now?
It's mostly been Call of Duty because Black Ops 6 is coming out soon. So I've been like doing zombies and the campaign, like just that's been all my attention right now.
Getting right.
Yeah.
Turn to Black Ops.
Yes, sir.
You play Warzone?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we play Warzone. Yeah, we can do
Really?
Warzone.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He's always looking for a good 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Good 4,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Got good sight, good vision, good support.
Absolutely.
You know
Is
what
that
I'm
you?
saying?
Is that you?
Yeah, man, of course. Come on.
Good sight, good vision.
It's like good
Okay.
vision. They just described me to a T.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, talk to him then.
And Ty, what you
Okay.
playing right now?
Man, me, I'm playing Call of Duty mainly. It's usually my main driver. Love it. I play with mouse and keys, so that's my go-to again.
Different.
If y'all nice like that, drop your
It's a real
tags
gamer.
down there. I play on PC, so it doesn't matter whether you got an Xbox or a PlayStation or a computer. I'm with it.
Yep.
So Call of Duty, Super Smash Bros. Haven't picked up Power World in some time, but I do play some Power World as well. It's been a little minute, so my pals are probably getting a little restless because I ain't been over there to check on them in a while.
I had a couple of guys join my world and they ain't checked on their pals in a minute. I'm not
Jeez.
gonna say too much, but, you know, it's all good. I'm keeping the farms going.
Man, we appreciate it. We appreciate
We got
you
a
babysitting.
couple of producers in the building, man. Gabe, what you playing right now, man?
Shoot, probably Call of Duty Zombies mostly. But I was gonna say when you were talking about like I don't know, somebody said adventure games. I think one of the first ones I played, which led me to GTA, was Fable.
Fable.
I forgot about Fable.
We got
to
shout out to Fable, man, because it did give you different pathways to show if you were making evil choices or good choices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that. I really want to see a couple of guys play that game so I can really see what's in their heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, which way would you go? What would you choose? Are you gonna be chaos, or you gonna choose order? You gonna make sure that everybody good?
No, for real. That's a good one.
What about you, Kaven? I know you're an Apex guy.
That's it. Apex. I mean,
I've been wanting to pick it up, man.
I play Pokemon heavy.
Yay.
Bless you.
But Apex, I'm like that.
Me
Are you?
4K, y'all.
I'm about to tap in with you. What times you normally on?
I mean, as of late, it's been like a late night grind.
Okay.
Okay. I'm nice.
We're gonna have to
I'm
tap in with you.
gold right now in rank. So.
We're gonna have to tap in with you.
What, Apex?
Apex. You ain't never played? I know.
I played it, but I ain't really.
No. We'll go jump on it together. We'll see what's up. I'm not an Apex guy either. I really don't think I'm gonna like it, but I'll try again. I'll give it one more try.
Yeah, and if you're listening right now, and any of these games sound appealing, if y'all want to see them on the stream, because we going live on the stream on Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff. So make sure y'all hit a follow at Bionic Brooks on YouTube and Twitch. At that Fly Guy Ty.
_ Fly Guy Ty.
There we go. I can't forget that. At that _ Fly Guy Ty. You know what I mean? You guys on Twitch at all? You guys do any live streaming? Any live gaming?
No live streaming. No
you
live
guys should.
streaming.
Even if you don't play video games, people would love to see what you guys got going on, whether it's lifting and working out. I know a lot of streamers love to do that. So I think you guys
go live during my workouts?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And you can answer some questions. Some
I'll
people might have
consider
questions about why you're doing certain things or using certain equipment, and I think you can definitely
Never knew.
That way.
I'll consider it.
You as well. I mean, you can tap in. You can listen to music. I mean, you can watch tattoo artists. Doesn't matter. I mean, there's tons of different things, and I think you guys can bring value to the space for sure.
Bet. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, same thing for you, Gabe. Or same thing for you, Mitchell. Definitely when you're making music or when you're doing things like that, like it's going to be beneficial to be out there and show people like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm mixing things. You're great at producing, and like, this is the layer I'm putting on. If you want to give away the sauce, I know sometimes.
I'm always down to give it away. I can make new sauces. You know
what I'm saying? You got to keep it on the hush sometimes. But, Ty, like, what would you say some of your things are the biggest thing about streaming that you learned, and like, what do you enjoy most about live streaming?
I think the discovery of how to do everything was kind of the biggest part for me. The journey of like, what mic do I use? How do I get audio to sound good? What camera am I going to use? What kind of cameras can I use? What's acceptable? What's not acceptable? What are people going to stick around and watch? Like, tons of questions that need to be answered. So the journey of trying to figure a lot of that stuff out was definitely fun, and then actually going live and doing it for the first time, I think, was the biggest rush. Getting people to actually come in and talk to you, and you're commenting, and then all of a sudden you have this little community. So every time you log on, there's at least 2 or 3 people who are like right there, like, I'm coming to see what you got going on. So I think the journey has been the funnest part. I mean, something that I'm learning and have learned and I'm still learning is how to have and manage your community. That is something that I didn't quite understand in the beginning that I thought I did. Like, right, you think you're just sitting there, chat, this, that, and the third, and you're just going to talk to them. But there's a ton more that goes into that, as far as like having moderators that can read your chat and pay attention to your chat a little bit more than you can when you're gaming or you're, kind of with doing whatever it is that you're doing. So you have people that can moderate your chat. You have people who can start certain hype trains and certain things in the chat. They can keep conversations going or keep the chat kind of flowing, which helps breed a real good community. It helps breed a fun community, inclusive, where everybody feels like they want to come in, a reason for people to subscribe to a channel. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people ask, why do people subscribe to channels? Why do people pay for live streamers? And it's like, it's the sense of community they feel, just like any other club that people go join, whether it's a rec sport or it's a book club or it's an art club, poetry club, doesn't really matter. It's another kind of form of that, and people
human connection.
Yeah, exactly. They want to gravitate towards people of like mind and like stature and things like that. So definitely learned that there was a ton of things to learn, and the journey has been the funnest thing, and starting it, making it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, what kind of questions do you guys have about streaming and how to get started and anything like that? Go ahead and comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer any questions and let you guys know what I've come across in my research and kind of any problems that I've had, any troubleshooting that I've went through. I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that really came down to a lot of that has been a lot of help for, this podcast and helping set the podcast up and technically understanding what we can do to make the podcast look better and feel better and be at the proper angle for all of our audience and make sure that everything is working really well. So, Ty, let's, really talk about your experience and thank you. And golly, wow.
Can I go pee?
No, go pee, bro. We talked a little bit about business being we talked a little bit about being an owner of like a brand or a company, and with things like NBA Live, for example, like they were hot one day and then they were gone the next day. As an entrepreneur, how would you say you keep things fresh, or you stay in the forefront of the market, or like some of the skills or tricks of the trade that you use in Audio Wonder or Zodiac Lines, to keep pushing the culture forward?
I don't know if I really have a good answer for that. I think a lot of it is just paying attention and intuition, and sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. So paying attention when they do work or don't work and kind of adjusting yourself, and yeah, I mean, I think it's easy with all the competition how many people are doing everything to become invisible, so I think it's like, just giving it some time to clear your mind and think about things like, how can I be better? How can I make this better? Like, what can I do to appeal to these people, like just trying to stay creative. And that's part of the fun of it too, is trying things that maybe aren't safe, and trying to do things and host events, and as far as like the tattoo shop goes, like flash sales, and it's Friday the 13th, we're going to do a Friday the 13th, and just and connecting with people, and just people can feel when you're being authentic or not. So like, both of those things are like in the art space, which I'm very passionate about, and trying to give opportunity to other artists, because I don't think it's, I always use the example of, art's like the first thing to get cut, like in schools. But then we have something like COVID happen and everybody's like freaking out, no more concerts, movies, TV shows, like, it's kind of, I think it's really important for that outlet for people. Like, I know like expression and stuff be saving some people's lives, so I think it's just like carrying that on and trying to spread that out to tattoo artists or to musicians, or whatever I get in the future doing, when I was a kid, I always wanted to make like a movie trailer company, because that always looks so fire, like putting together like trailers and stuff like that. So like, whatever medium, big or small that it is, I think just like nurturing the people around you, and like, I think if you're good, you got good karma, like you got faith in yourself and what you're doing, like you stay ahead of it. Sometimes it's like just unexplainable. It just comes from the sky.
I feel that. And what advice would you give to those entrepreneurs who are also creatives? How do you manage being an entrepreneur, a business owner, which is so like structured, right?
Yeah.
And then being a creative where it's so free flowing, and you find and draw inspiration, or your muse might come from different things in your life.
I would say balance, but I'm not always very balanced. Like I kind of like but I think sometimes that's just how I operate. Like where I'll lack somewhere and then I'll like overdo it. And sometimes when I'm overdoing it from being lackluster, that's when I'll really achieve something. So I think like I'm still learning, and I think having the structure of being, for one, like having variety, just like in your life, just having straight up variety, like the structure I think is good because it's like I really appreciate my creative time, you know. So like when I was living in California full time and I was just working on music the entire time, like I felt like I almost lost appreciation for it a little bit here and there, you know. But doing other stuff, tattoo shop, like I got payouts to do, I got some structure where it's like, okay, when I stop doing that and okay, these 3 days are for music, like I'm all in, I'm completely present and not taking none of my time for granted. Same thing with having a baby, you know, like takes up a lot of your time, and it's time well spent, better than anything else. But if I have, you know, I'm with my son all day, I'm putting him to bed, I'm like, I got 4 hours, I better make something dope.
Yeah, you're operating off of that schedule because you have a son. Like phone calls come at a certain time. You know, he has to wake up and go to bed and eat at certain times too. So it kind of like that drive. It looks a little different now. You know that you are a father. You like you said, it's the best thing. Where you're like your motivation is his schedule. Your motivation is his safety, and his security, and making sure that he can grow up to be the best, you know, young man that he can be. You know what I mean? So it's like I love seeing that in you. And you know, congratulations on all your success and all your, starting your business and you know, pushing your music and doing what you're doing and inspiring the next generation. Because at the end of the day, you started somewhere. You know, you had your challenges, you had adversity, and there were times that you could have quit. My last question would be to you, like, what advice would you give to, you know, a young starving artist or artist who doesn't put their stuff out there, or a reluctant entrepreneur that hasn't started their business or their business venture yet?
I would say personally for me, what helped me is just fully go off my own intuition. I think everything that I've been successful at, whether it's somebody I'm dating or even some of my homeboys who I still love, there was a lot of like discouragement or doubts, you know, and anytime I really doubled down on something I believed in, it worked out for me. 100%. So it's easy to feel like 100%. Insecure or unsure of yourself, especially when the people you look to for guidance, you know, are like making you feel fearful, but nothing really to be afraid of. And people not, even if you do fuck up, like people not really paying attention to you that much as you might think people are paying attention to you, you know. So it's like just unapologetically try. You know, still be open to receiving advice and definitely take in consideration. You don't want to be too hard-headed, but it's like don't ever not try something that you feel like might work, whether it be a song or a business or whatever. Like if you don't try, you already failed. So like 100%. You might as well try and fail instead of just not try and still fail.
Exactly.
Right?
No, you hit the nail on the head. And where can people find your businesses, find your music, all that stuff?
Yeah, so my Instagram is New70s, NEW70S, and my tattoo shop is ZodiacLines.gr on Instagram, and distribution company Audio Wonder spelled WUNDR, and that's where you can go.
Man,
tap in.
Make sure y'all tap in with my guy because he dropped a lot of that at the end. He's pushing forward every single day. We got some business owners and entrepreneurs in the building. You know, shout out to Will. Well, I know you got a business that you're running and that you got going down in Florida. So if y'all out in the Florida area, real estate, all that good stuff, make sure y'all check my guy out at Will. Will sells real estate. Am I on point with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There might be an underscore somewhere in there, but if they type that in, they should find it.
That's 100%. Or follow him at Illmatic Will on all other social platforms. My guy Ty, that fly guy Ty, start from zero. You know, make sure y'all striving for greatness, and you know his training program. If you guys want to connect with him there, make sure you follow these guys. The guys that I'm bringing to the podcast, the people, the individual. Everyone has something to offer, something positive to give, and that's what we're doing. It's not just all about sports, it's about community. We talk everything from sports to lifestyle and entertainment and culture. I tell y'all that every episode. So, you know, I love bringing my guys together. That's what this weekend was about, bringing together a group of like-minded individuals to be able to collaborate in a space and push each other a little bit further, motivate each other. And I had a wonderful time hosting you guys on the podcast. I'm very
thank you.
Grateful and blessed to have you know friends like yourself who are doing positive things out here in society, out here in this world, and pushing the culture forward. If y'all don't know, I'm your host. If y'all don't know, I'm your host, Tor'i Bionic Brooks. Y'all can find me at Bionic Brooks. Talk That Talk _T3. Make sure you follow us on all social platforms. The podcast is going live on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere, YouTube, you name it. You can find us. But if y'all see me out in the streets, make sure y'all say what's up. We'll see you next time. Peace.